All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Chicago Bears. We are a day removed from a heartbreaking loss, 20-17 on the road. And, I get it, man. You're playing against one of, if not the best defense, especially in the AFC. But the Cleveland Browns are one of the best defenses in the National Football League. The heartbreaking drop on the last second Hail Mary. There were way too many coaching decisions that I have no idea what they were doing. Like the jet sweep on 4th and 1 to Tyler Scott, the rookie. Doesn't make any sense. The last play of the first half, take the field goal. Also, I understand there was a blatant missed call, but I made a video yesterday talking about why I think it's the end of Justin Fields, Luke Getsy, and Matt Eberflus and this era of the Chicago Bears as far as those three people are concerned. What a lot of people took that as is I don't think Justin Fields should be QB1 for the Chicago Bears next season. I think he should. What I don't think is going to happen is I think they're going to clean house. I think it's going to start with Matt Eberflus. It should start with Luke Getsy, and it should start probably today. Probably should have been yesterday afternoon or last night, whatever. But I think they're just going to clear house. Now, here's the thing. Luke Getsy should not have ever been the offense coordinator for this team. He should have never been the offense coordinator for a player like Justin Fields. And we've talked about it time and time again on this channel. Like, it all started week 1, and it was very clear as day. They wanted Justin Fields to literally be Aaron Rodgers. What we want Justin Fields to do is lean into his instincts, trust his gut, have fun, and be the playmaking stud that he is. Now, I still have some type of hope that Ryan Poles knows what kind of athlete he has in Justin Fields. But like we just alluded to, some of these coaching decisions really make me scratch my head. And it just kind of is right on par for the dysfunctionality that starts with the ownership of the Chicago Bears. Now, before we get any further into today's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I post a ton of Bears videos every single week, so Bears fans, if we try and get this video to 100 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. Now, what a lot of people will like to do with Justin Fields is they'll like to look at the statistics, and they're loving Justin Fields' statistics yesterday, all right? Especially due to the Tremaine Edmonds pick six and the Eddie Jackson almost pick six. A lot of people are making the argument that the Chicago Bears offense only scored 3 points. Now, once again, you're going up against one of the best defenses in the league. Statistically, eye test, whatever metric you want to use, the Cleveland Browns defensively are absolutely loaded. Justin Fields, 19 of 40, only 166 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. One of those shouldn't have even been an interception. Both of them shouldn't have been interceptions. One of them actually wasn't, but it was called an interception, even though the ball clearly hit the ground. And once again, we go back to why are you throwing a Hail Mary on that? And yeah, he got hit late, and that should have been a penalty, and they should have definitely had 3 points there. Maybe we'd have a different conversation going. But the stats don't look good. Now, if you're a Bears fan, or you're a Justin Fields fan and you've seen enough Justin Fields to play, I think most people who watch Justin play enough have the opinion that it's clearly the Bears issue. It's not a Justin Fields issue. It's a Bears issue. I don't even want to know what this team would look like without DJ Moore. I really do not want to even know what they would look like without DJ Moore. Yesterday, DJ Moore, 4 catches, 52 yards. Outside of that, pretty much nothing. Rashawn Johnson had a couple of nice catches. Tyler Scott had some nice catches for sure. But, that drop was terrible. Darnell Mooney, 2 catches for 14 yards, including the dropped game-winning touchdown. He had 8 total targets. Robert Tonyan, 1 target, 0 catches because he dropped the touchdown catch as well. The offensive line, once again, you're going up against a great Cleveland Browns defense, but the offensive line did not do their part, and they have not done their part for the entirety of the season to help keep Justin Fields upright and let him make plays. So there's so many issues with this team, and it just is not, to me, has anything to do with Justin Fields. Now, I think Justin Fields should be QB1 next season. I don't really love the idea of Matt Eberflus as being the long-term head coach of this team. I would so much love, Harbaugh, for example. I don't know if he's actually gonna get canned. I think he's a great defensive coordinator, and one thing he has done a phenomenal job of, especially when Poles acquired Montez Sweat at the trade deadline, is getting this defense back on track. I mean, they forced 3 interceptions yesterday, all the way up until like the last quarter of the game. Joe Flacco had absolutely nothing going. Edmonds with the pick 6, Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie, with an interception, Eddie Jackson with the near pick 6, Montez Sweat with the forced fumble, 2.5 sacks. I mean, he was all over the place. The dude did a phenomenal job. And a lot has to do with Matt Eberflus just kind of getting this defense back on track. A lot of people like to forget the fact that the Chicago Bears defense last year was terrible. They were absolutely terrible. They traded away a ton of players, guys like Roquan Smith, and they, rebuilt it, whether it was through the draft or existing young talent, free agency, whatever it was. They tweaked it and upgraded it, more of a long-term upgrade defensively, and it took the Chicago Bears at least the half season for everything to start falling into place. So long-term, the defense looks really good. The future of this defense looks really, really good. The two linebackers you picked up in free agency in Edwards and Edmonds look like home run hits, especially when you compare their contracts up to Roquan Smith's contract. Montez Sweat trade was beautiful. Jaquan Brisker is looking like a star in this league. He's got this swagger that really fits the Chicago Bears culture, and more so just the culture of the city of Chicago. Then I also have one of the best in the league in Jalen Johnson. I've got Gervon Dexter. I've got Zach Pickens. I have a lot of future talent and existing talent defensively. So that might be enough for Eberflus to keep his job for next season. My issues are not stemming really from Eberflus. I do question some of his decision-making, but it is what it is. Keep in mind, once again, they won 3 football games last year. Like, you can only work with so much. You can only work with what you got, and the Chicago Bears to begin the season didn't have much. You could say coaches win despite. You could also say quarterbacks win despite. But especially if you're a Bears fan, I know most Bears fans, most of the people who watch in this video are Bears fans. You've played 14 games. We've seen 14 games of Luke Getsy being the offensive coordinator. None of this makes sense. I mean, just genuinely, none of these plays make any type of sense. And for that reason alone, what I would do is I would fire him immediately. I would have fired him yesterday. I would have fired him today. It's 4 p.m. on Monday. I assume he's not getting fired today for whatever reason that is. But I would fire him immediately. And just to kind of show, like, look, man, everybody's got to be held accountable here. Whether it's this guy's fault, whether it's this dude's fault, doesn't matter. We need results. There are certain expectations that we have, and Luke Getsy, you're just simply not cutting it. And then I'd let Justin Fields loose for the last 3 games, and let's just see Justin Fields be Justin Fields. And we heard him say it, and we saw it on the game tape, and especially the first month of the season. They wanted him to be somebody he isn't, and it just never made any sense. So, yes, I want Justin Fields as QB1 next season. All right, I want Marvin Harrison Jr. on this team. I want them to go out there and acquire a center. Bears fans know what I'm talking about. Like, how is this still not happening? Anyways, Eberflus, to me, I'm fine with next year. Justin Fields, I want him as QB1 next season. But Luke Getsy needs to be fired immediately. All right, it's as simple as that. So there's still 3 games left on the slate. You want to end high. You got the Arizona Cardinals, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Green Bay Packers on the road. You can still continue to gain this momentum. Once again, the Browns have a great team. They have a great defense, and Joe Flacco is just a good quarterback. All right, that's it for today. Most importantly, guys, Bears fans, NFL fans, is Justin Fields your quarterback next season? Is Eberflus your coach next season? And give me some thoughts on Luke Getsy. Peace.